Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? That was quite a dramatic way of saying good morning, but there you go. Felt more dramatic than it was, maybe. Not sure. But hi, how are you doing? Good to see you, Jeremy. You well? Good to see everyone else lurking in chat. You guys well? Or maybe. Just maybe. Are you both? All, in fact. Somewhere in between. How am I feeling? Okay. I think in terms of the illness levels, they are down from where they were since I last saw you guys on Tuesday. But they're still very much there. And yes, I have still very much been going to work. Because I haven't been able to afford to be ill, which I know sounds bad, but it's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm okay. Like not great, not horrendous. Like it's just it is what it is kind of deal. Like I say, it's definitely on the decline of feeling like full blown crap though. Because I did definitely on Thursday, like definitely feel really not great. But I think that was partially because it was a long day and I was tired as well. So there was that. Exactly, Jeremy, exactly. Although I can tell it is getting to me because for the first time in I don't even know how long, I got involved in defending some poor guy outside the house last night. Have some like really obnoxious, not great dude shouting at a delivery driver who was just trying to do his job, but taking a little longer than this guy was happy with, and started like beeping his horn and shouting. Bear in mind this was at like 11:30 at night. But yeah. Fair enough. Well, thank you for the resub as well, Jeremy. I appreciate it. 53 months though. That is kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Yeah, it was a delivery driver delivering food. Yeah. Not like a package delivery, but like the thing that bugged me was the fact that this guy was getting like really rude and like starting to shout and be horrible. Like, bear in mind, this delivery driver that was doing this thing was an older gentleman and struggling a bit. And was having a bit of a tough time trying to do what he was trying to do, right? And this guy pulled up behind him. He said, like, the guy was like, I've been out here for 25 minutes. He hadn't been there for 25 minutes. So, but like, he was like, I've been here for 25 minutes. I was like, and one of the things I said is like, mate, if you've been here for 25 minutes, just reverse back the road a bit. And he was like, wait, you want me to go all the way back to, I'm not going to say the name. And I was like, no, you just need to go like 10 feet, go back. There's another road that you can literally go around and go around the road where I am rather than wait for 25 minutes. I maybe wouldn't use such strong words, but yes, I know what you mean, Jeremy. I do know what you mean. Exactly, yeah. This is the thing. And I was like getting to the point where I was getting a bit tired. I was still very much like having to deal with the issues of nerve stabby pains, and it just got under my skin a bit because this guy was just being a bit of a knob. So I kind of shouted out the window and said my 2 cents. And to be fair, he was getting really irate, and eventually managed to like persuade him to just chill out because he got out of the car. Like, that was the thing. He was in his car and he got out of his car about to go like have a go at this guy after like beeping his horn and shouting. I was like, nah, don't get in. Because I think that's the thing that bothered me, is like, don't get in this guy's face. It's just not going to help. You know, like doing that sort of thing is never useful in that situation. You're just going to make the person that's already clearly struggling even more nervous and anxious and struggle even more. And it just doesn't do anything to help a situation. You didn't need to do it. But the thing that struck me was like, I probably wouldn't usually have done it, but I was just at a point where I was like, I'm done with people being douches for today. And I was grumpy and I was just prepared to shout at somebody. So I did. Which didn't feel like me, but there we go. Because it was a Saturday night. And you know, it's one of those situations where you could just see them, like they were the kind of person, if they're getting aggressive behind the wheel of a car, they're probably going to be a bit of a douche when they get out of the car as well. And I just didn't want him to get like physical with an old guy. It just, yeah. It just didn't need to happen. But hey. On the positive side, I also got to see some very pretty lights yesterday in Cardiff. They have like a thing of like the string of lights, or like they call it like the walk of lights or something. It's nice, it's cute. And they basically like they section off like a whole chunk of the park in the center of Cardiff, and they do like light I don't really know what to call them. They're like, yeah, I guess they are like installations. And you can like walk around the park and see some pretty lights. Try to find a video. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, so stuff like this. Where it did have audio, but it'll be copyrighted, and it was someone singing Christmas songs. Yeah, there you go. Like another one. It's pretty cool. It is quite cool. So I saw that, which was nice. Wasn't cheap, mind, but it was nice. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where like it's kind of, it's more like a night out kind of thing, like just like to do something a bit different. But I know what you mean, like considering my only thing that I compared it to, which was probably a bit mean to compare it to it, was Team Labs in Japan. Because I've been to Team Labs, one of the main ones in Tokyo, and that is obviously some kind of like, it's like an interactive installation, not just with light. But that is particularly good. But it was probably an unfair comparison because Team Labs has lots and lots of money as a permanent, semi-permanent installation, whereas this is a once-a-year thing in a park. But yeah, there you go. But how have you been, Jeremy, since Tuesday? Yeah, it has been Tuesday, right? Sorry, I'm also not being rude. I'm doing some pack openings. Gotta get daily packs. Ooh, there's a full art. You guys are gonna see what it is before I do. Ah, Gyarados. Okay, fine. Not gonna complain because it's a full art, but I have full art Gyarados. Tired, but otherwise good. Good. I'll take that. How is everything with work? Because I know it's been super intense, isn't it? You're not on holiday still, are you? No, you were. I don't think you are anymore. How could you forget about Pokemon Pocket, Jeremy? Pokemon Pocket is life. It is the literal essence of being. Okay. Oh, it's just Monday, Friday, Monday. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did the meetings go okay? Hopefully they did. Oh, it's this song, isn't it? I always forget about this song. There we go. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. Can't go wrong with that. I guess the more thing is, did you know they could talk Russian? Because that's where the surprise probably would be more so. Because that's happened to me before. Like I've been talking with somebody and they've just like started talking another language, someone else, and be like, "Whoa, I didn't know you could do that." That's where the surprise comes from. I like that. He took a gamble and won, clearly. Why would what? Why? In the nicest way possible. Why? Why would you come all that way to buy a car? that in itself is wild to me. That is wild. Not most unheard of thing though. I guess people do it for other stuff in other countries, like cameras and things are generally cheaper in Japan than they are, especially in the US and here. But cars though, that surprises me, and that's a long way to drive back as well. Yeah, true. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah, I mean, because looking at the cars that I want, or the vans that I want, if I had the money, one of the vans that I would like, the van that I would love to have, at least for now anyway, because it's compact but like decent size, is a Japanese car. And it is one of these. But like to get one over here, they are like to import one of them, especially a newer one, like a newer model like these, they are like ungodly expensive. Like because to get one imported, like paying the import fees on a second-hand one, you're paying like £20,000. But they're really nice. They're a good size. Look at that one with the two dogs, little two Frenchies. But they're a good size. They're compact, but they're still big, and they just look cool as hell. If I'm honest, and they look way cooler than the British versions of them, because we have these vans over here. The biggest thing is they don't look like this. I like the short bonnet, like on this one here. I like the way it kind of just curves straight down. Like the ones that we have over here look like, well, like that. They have a big like snout on them. Yeah, there you go. Like that is the same car as that for all intents and purposes. Obviously, it's a slightly different model. But which do you prefer? Because I know which one I prefer, and it's this one. It just looks way sleeker, doesn't it? Looks way sleeker. But hey ho. You prefer that one? This one? That's the newest version of it though. Most of the ones that we can get over here look like that. That's more likely the ones that you're going to find over here. Morning, Cap. How's it going, my dude? But I like the way these look. I think they look great. Like the little boxy front on them, the way it just stops and goes down, and then you've got partially as well. It's because it's smaller. It's a bigger van. Like you still get the same size back of the van, but with a smaller footprint of vans. There's less bonnet, which is what I like. There we go. It's the van I would love to have, but it is like dream van at the moment because they are very expensive. Like very, very expensive. The kind of van that I want to get, annoyingly, because it's a smaller, more retro van, they're not cheap anyway, but they are particularly pricey to get them imported anyway, because they're a Japanese van, so they cost a small fortune to get it brought over here for a good one. Or if they've already been imported over here, they are also very expensive. They're like 16 to 20,000 pounds. For a second-hand one. Yeah, because like a lot of these are like, here you go. Yeah, I mean, bear in mind this is US dollars. $35,000, $40,000, 41, 34. This is import. On the cheapest one is this one, $16,000, and it's a, huh? That's a brand new one. Yeah, there you go, something like that, $16,000. And it still has 67,000 miles on it. They just hold their value really well, especially if it's well looked after. But yeah, you're right. It is wild. It is wild. And you're right, it is. But it's smaller. Which is the thing. That they're not a big van. That's kind of why I want one. They're not big, but they're also not tiny. They're a good like mid-size van. You can still fit a full double bed in one of them. And have like a decent space for like a seating area and stuff. You joke, but I would need to. Oh, it's a panettone. I hope. Yeah. Sorry, I took a swig of coffee and there was like lumpy bits in the bottom. It's never good. But how are you though, Cap? How is Baba? How is Mrs. Cap? Miss Orion? Everything all good? God, sexy Benji just sounds poor. Don't know why. It was good, both super tired. I can only imagine. Oh, really? Oh, back to work next week. So you've only had, what, three weeks off? Ish? Well, you will have 3 weeks off to a month off, right? 2? Wow, they are not very nice with paternity leave, are they? Which I still think is a very valid thing. I still think men should be able to have paternity leave off. Because it's not maternity leave, but that's standard in the UK. Oh, that is grim, right? Why should the dad only have 2 weeks off to help look after a newborn baby? Because you can still be equally as involved in having to look after the child. Yeah, I still don't think it's right that like you should still be able to have more time off and not get doc to pay for it. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree that women need the